Hey guys, this is Risk here, back with episode number 4 of Mechanics Drills. So today, this map that we're going to be doing today is going to be about multitasking and macro. Now, I found this map in the arcade quite a long time ago, and it is still my go-to basic drill to go back to whenever I feel like my multitasking is faltering. Now, there's plenty of out-of-game drills to do, and I'll be showing those eventually too, but this one, you're going to go to Multitasking Trainer. V0.95, V1.2. I'll have that full name in the description. It doesn't matter what race you choose in here or what difficulty you set as the AI, as those will all be options in-game. This drill, in my opinion, is super easy to set up, and it has definite immediate gains to playing it. So, this is Multitasking Trainer, practical tool aimed at helping you improve your speed, accuracy, and multitasking. So when you click in here, you're going to choose your race. In this case, I'm going to be Zerg. And on this one, I would actually suggest for those difficulties, you choose easy or normal. You can read through those, but I would definitely say start off with easy, no matter how good you are. So the point of this drill is going to be is that you have multiple objectives, but your main objective is to keep your probe alive. Now your probe is constantly going to be getting chased, and you have to keep it alive while macroing. Now this might look relatively simple, but when you go ahead and try this arcade game / trainer, you'll immediately notice how difficult this actually is. A lot of times newer players, they tend to be staring at their main screen a lot. So I'm just going to read this real quick. So, keeping Proberto alive. When controlling the probe, you want to move him around the screen in a circle. His shields regenerate fast, so you can get away with issuing 1 or 2 waypoints, etc. Your next objective is going to be saving the executor. You're going to be doing that with Overlord drops. I'll also show you that. General multitasking tips. You're going to want to go ahead and have number keys for your hatcheries, for your probe, etc. If you're a new person, always be using hotkeys or attempting to use them. It's always going to be the best way to go about things. And in general, when we're macroing, you want to keep your clicks as efficient as possible. And especially this drill, it'll force you not to stare at your base. So many people, they get so fixated on staring at their base when that actually does absolutely nothing for you. So continuing onward here, we're going to go ahead and just be macroing our probe while macroing up. You're going to want to rally your overlords over to the side right there, because I'll show you what you do with the overlords in the mid game. But so there's a few multiple objectives that are really fun. In the upper right corner is time remaining. So it's kind of a stressful drill. There's like a few things that will get you killed, and there's a few objectives you have to do. But as you can see here, focusing on microing that probe while macroing at home. Such a simple concept, but it forces you to not be looking at home, and that's the biggest thing you'll take away from this drill. The ability to be looking somewhere while macroing. I watch so many players like silver, gold, platinum, even diamond players. They'll be out on the map and they just suddenly stop building stuff, and that's something that if you want to improve at the game, that's going to be something you're going to have to get better at. You have to be able to be doing 2 things at once. You have to be able to, I mean, you can only do one thing at once, but the ability to be tapping off units without really even thinking while microing something is a really important skill to have. You'll often see in like ZVZ and Roach versus Roach that you'll have, I'll go back to that one in a second. Anyway, so your objectives are destroy the Terran Orbital Command Center, save the Executor 3 times before killing the Terran. You'll do that with Overlords. I'll show you that. Don't let your minerals exceed 800, the general macro thing. Keep your macro energy below 70. So whether it be Chrono Boost or Orbital Command or Queen, you're going to want to keep your energy below 70. And obviously, keep the probe alive. So as I was saying, and a lot of times in Roach versus Roach, you'll see 2 players have this crazy like macro battle in the middle of the map, and you'll have one player remake their roaches, and the other one won't because they're so focused on all the micro. So even if the micro player ends up winning, he'll actually end up losing in the long run because he let his macro slip while he was microing. This drill would teach you to not let your macro slip while you are microing constantly. So as you can see here, sorry that the start of this video is a little rushed. There was a bunch of stuff I had to say really quickly. Not necessarily ideal, but we will continue onward as best as possible. And we'll just be pretty much observing from here as I frantically keep this probe alive while managing to establish your base. Now, what I totally forgot about is you get attacked by the Terran at like 7 minutes. And we're actually going to go ahead and jump ahead here a little bit. As you can see, microing our probe around, we're just going to jump forward like 2 minutes. You get the general gist of the build. Not the build. And anyways, what happened is I ended up getting attacked, but I think this is a really good example here. As opposed to like freaking out and only staring at my base, instead, I calmly build units while microing my probe. Not even looking at home. There's no reason to look at home. There really isn't that much of a reason. And then while we're calmly microing our probe, still building stuff, and then we're going to go ahead and attack while still microing. And as you can see in the bottom, I'm still building stuff while I'm microing my probe, but I'm not really too concerned about the fight. This is like a good example of what it means to be a good player. The ability to like, just like a prime example of multitasking in this case. And the ability to macro at the same time. And this drill, that's what's awesome about this drill, is it forces you to be doing these things. And we'll go ahead and jump forward like another 2 minutes. So now we add in another element. While we're microing around our probe, we're gonna go over here, go ahead and save our executor 3 times. So now we're building stuff, keeping our money below 800 while picking up High Templar and actually ferrying them back to that spot over there. So like I said, this drill will push you, which is why I would suggest you play on normal difficulty. I've actually played this one quite a bit, and hard is still a very, very, very hard challenge. Because having to keep all your minerals below 800, saving the executor, destroying the Terran Command Center, and keeping your probe alive is a surprisingly good challenge that will definitely keep you going for a long time. So I would say this is one of the drills that you'll actually never get bored of. Constantly pushes you to the next level. Really, really good for anyone of any level. Very easy to set up. So I would 100% encourage you to go ahead and do this one. This drill is so easy to set up and will definitely keep you not only entertained, but you'll really reap the benefits. You'll notice when you go back to your ladder games that you're suddenly not just sitting there and staring at your base all day, which is, I don't know, much better off for you, I promise you. Much, much, much better off by doing that. And now go ahead and jump forward like 2 minutes, and we'll actually see here that I forget that there is a time limit on this video. So I actually end up losing because of the time limit, even though everything was going right. So be sure to keep your eye on that. And that's actually going to be it, guys. So thank you for watching Mechanics Drill episode number 4. In the description, I'll have how to get to that arcade game. It's a super fun one. 100% suggest it. I hope you guys have a nice night. And this is Risk signing out.